What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube, and today I've got a DVD haul kind of video. I went crazy at a used DVD place recently and bought a bunch of new movies, so I just kind of wanted to show you what they are. I'll be doing reviews on most of them, the ones that I either haven't seen or have recently seen. When I watch those, I'll be doing review videos, but for right now, I just kind of wanted to show you guys some of the awesome DVDs that I've gotten in the past week. Officially, I guess, here. So the first one is a classic. It is Halloween. Obviously, I've seen this a million times. There are some cases in this haul video where I've obviously seen and owned the movies for a long time, but I had to get upgrades because I owned some of these movies on VHS and converted them to DVD as I got older, but they're kind of like, VHS converts. They're kind of grainy and the volume starts to go and the DVDs get worn out. I owned this movie when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and of course the wear and tear now, so the disc was broken, so I had to get a new one. So I stopped by and picked this one up. There you see Michael Myers on the cover. It's the extended edition. So this is an upgrade to a collection. I've had this movie forever. I've seen it 1,000 times, and it's an obvious classic. If you have not seen Halloween, the original, please go see it. John Carpenter's a genius. Michael Myers, The Shape, is a classic slasher. It's an 80s classic. You have to see this if you're a fan of horror. So just upgrading this one here. One of my all-time favorite movies. This is another upgrade from the horror collection. It is Child's Play. Chucky there you see with his knife on the cover. You'll only wish it was make-believe. Chucky's another one. I actually recorded this off TV like a long time ago when I was like 7 or 8. I've seen it 1,000 times, but it was actually a edited version. They cut a lot of scenes out and a lot of gore out and a lot of Chucky's personality and swearing and things out. So I wanted to upgrade to a better version of the movie and also get a uncut, unedited, uncensored version of Chucky. That's how you have to watch Chucky. So again, 80s slasher classic. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. It's an all-time great. Child's Play 2, same thing. I wanted the uncensored, unedited version of this movie with everything intact and full here. Again, I think Child's Play 2 is probably just as good, if not even better than the original. I think this one actually surpasses the original. So if you have not seen this, please go see it. It's an excellent movie. The next one is one of my final upgrades. It is the original Friday the 13th, right here. Hopefully there's not a lot of glare on these. I'm sorry if there's glare. Again, the uncut version of the original Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees, classic 80s slasher. I had this on VHS, but the VHS tape recently broke down on me, so I had to get the DVD and get the uncut version. This is the deluxe edition, so I can't wait to see if there's anything in here that I've missed over the years. But I've seen this a million times, and it's one of my all-time favorites. You guys know I love Jason out there. My name, after all, is Jason. He's my namesake. Not really, but he should be. Next, I have Beetlejuice. I watched this again recently. This is one of the cases of movies where I watched it as a kid and I loved it, but I hadn't seen it again for years. I watched it like once or twice when I was younger, and then hadn't seen it for like 15 years. So I went out and got this copy here of Beetlejuice, and I gotta say, it didn't hold up as well as it had in the past. This is one of the rare cases where I loved it as a kid and I don't love it as much as an adult. Michael Keaton's an awesome Beetlejuice. He's a great character. He's really funny and does his job well, and the movie's well casted, but it just seems kind of, I don't know, like not far-fetched, but something about it was kind of comical and silly to me. And outside of Michael Keaton, I got a little bored with some of the stuff. The ghostly imagery and stuff was cool, and there was some good silly comedy in there, but I kind of got a little bored with this. It didn't hold up as well for me as it did when I was a kid, but still a good movie. Still overall very solid, so it's worth going out to see if you have not seen. Next, I have It Follows. This is one of the best new horror movies that is out there right now. I am totally on board with the It Follows train that has recently taken off. I saw this already, I think in theaters, but I wanted to actually own a copy of it because it's that good. I'm going to rewatch it again in the next week or two. I love this movie. The idea behind something coming to get you and just following you constantly where you can't sleep and nobody else can see it, so you've got to be on guard 24/7. It's terrifying. It's a very cool movie. If you have not seen It Follows, it is one of the best horror movies of the 2010 decade. So go check that out. The Minions movie. I have not seen this yet. You guys know I love Minions. I have not checked this one out yet, but I love Despicable Me. I've seen the first 2 movies of that series, which are awesome. I love Minions in general. I was a Minion for this Halloween. If you guys want to see my costume, go back to a previous video and check that out. But I love the Minions, and I have not yet seen them, so I'm very excited to check this movie out. I've heard it's really good, so if you've seen it, comment down below with your thoughts. I have Ted 2, which I got from a friend of mine. I'm very excited to check this one out. I'm sorry, I think I have seen this already. I think I might have seen this in theaters. I saw the first one in theaters and loved it, and I went to see this right away. And Ted 2 is awesome. It's just as good as the original. I do miss Mila Kunis, but Amanda Seyfried is a really good love interest as well. Ted's hilarious. He's one of the best new characters to come along in comedy in quite a while. Seth MacFarlane is a genius. I love it. So check out Ted and Ted 2 if you have not. It's a great, funny comedy series. It can be a little vulgar and over the top, but in a funny, good, positive way. I have not seen this one yet. I got this from a friend as well. They had a copy of this, and I have not checked it out yet. I've heard it's really good. Final Girls. It's sort of an homage to the camp movies like Friday the 13th and The Burning and stuff like that. It's kind of an homage and a throwback to the 80s slashers, while also being a self-aware comedy. So it's kind of part horror and part kind of farce comedy that kind of makes fun of itself. I've heard this is really good and combines the 2 genres very well. Tessa Farmiga is really good from American Horror Story, and Nina Dobrev from Vampire Diaries is in this as well. So I've heard this is really good. I have not seen it yet. Again, if you've seen it, please comment down below and let me know what you think of it. Another one I got from a friend. I don't even think this is out on DVD officially yet. This is a friend's copy. But The Visit. I've heard this is another one of the best new horror films to come out in a long time. So I'm very excited to see The Visit. It's about kids going to their grandparents' house, and I guess they either become dead or possessed or something by zombies. I've only seen the trailers, but it looked really good, so I had to check it out. My friend just gave it to me to check out, so I'm very excited to see it. Again, if you've seen it, comment down below. The Babadook is another one of the best horror movies to come out in quite some time. I love this movie. I've seen it, I think, twice already. I can't wait to watch it again because it's been a little while since I've seen it. Really good movie. Again, if you like kind of dark, haunting, kind of brooding movies, this really has a good dark tone to it the entire time. And it's very smart and referential as well. So go see that. The Gift I just saw for the first time about 2 or 3 days ago. This was a really smart, really fun movie. All the 3 main actors in the movie and everyone in the cast really did a great job with their parts. This is about a high school guy that's picked on, kind of coming back, seemingly in a friendly role, but winds up kind of getting revenge sort of thing. I won't spoil it. I'll do that for the review. But it was really smart and really fun in a very fast hour and a half. It flew by. The guys, I think Joel Kinnaman, I think was the guy's name. And Joel Edgerton. He was the main actor and also directed, wrote, and produced this. So did everything for it. And it was really, really fun. Smart movie, good twist at the end, kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time, good scares. The Gift is probably one of my highest recommended movies in the pile. Go check that out. Nightmare Before Christmas is obviously a Christmas classic. I owned this as a kid on VHS, but when I moved to my third house, when I bought my second home for myself, I could not find my copy of this VHS, and I had not seen this movie in years, so much like Beetlejuice, I had to pick it up and go back and rewatch again, and I am still in love with this movie. It is every bit as good now as it was when I was 6 or 7 years old. I love the claymation. Tim Burton's work here is really good. The songs are catchy. Jack Skellington's awesome. Oogie Boogie's great. If you guys haven't seen this, everyone's probably seen this, right? But if you haven't, please go check it out. Nightmare Before Christmas is an absolute classic. And finally, I have The Last 5 Years. Now, when I went to college, I saw this done in my community theater. I'm big into Shakespeare and all kind of theater in general. I don't sing, but I do act in a ton of shows. I like a lot of theater. When I went to school for theater, I saw this show done.